I don't know that I could say I'm going to do this after a hearing because she is highly inebriated. She's a .224. Court recalls the case of New Parker Apartments versus Tubbs.
You say for the plaintiff, Your Honor, our decision to wait for Ms. Stubbs paid off. She's here.
State your name.
Sherry Tubbs.
Okay. Where are we on this case? And then I have a question.
There.
Goodness. I usually don't bring
This
my
is the
phone.
worst thing that happens today.
I know, I never do that. I'm sorry. I never have my.
The sex offender registry still shows Mr. Gardner is living there. There's I found in there somewhere where it looks like there was some check made on 8/27 of 25, so in August of this year. I don't know what it means. I'm not saying that that means they confirmed it, but there's a date in August of 25 in the sex offender registry records. And I did a Lexus person search, and apparently his driver's license is at her address still. She acknowledges that it has not been changed. I given Officer Allen a default judgment. I think it could now be after hearing, and she says she wants to try to get this done, and so if the court gives her more than the 10 days.
Yes, because he had went to the post office and changed all his mail, which last time I was here, I didn't know.
Ms. Tubbs, Ms. Tubbs, before you go on, have you been drinking?
Yes, I have a couple of beers, yes.
How much did you have?
I drink beer. Like,
Okay, so how many beers did you have?
18 ounce or 24 ounce, yes. I would tell
Yeah,
you.
that's the nice thing about the 24 ounce. You can say I only had 2 or 3 beers.
So you, this morning,
No,
can you get Teresa down here with the PBT, please?
I will say like 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's what
2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you started drinking?
that's what time I usually get up and drink milk beer.
Okay, so how many did you have this morning?
A beer.
Just one? One, what, 24 ounce?
24. I will acknowledge that, yes.
So that's like 2, but what kind, what?
I don't know how much come into 24 ounce.
24 ounces. So, what kind?
But like.
Oh, of course. Bud Light. Why did I
Yeah,
ask?
I drink Bud Light. I used to drink Miller High Life, but I drink Bud Light. I used to drink a lot of liquor, but Bud Light. Why would you ask me that?
The hearing begins with visible concern from the judge, who hesitates to proceed after noticing that Miss Tubbs appears highly intoxicated. As the case is recalled, the judge asks basic procedural questions, but quickly shifts focus when inconsistencies emerge regarding a sex offender registry record connected to the address in question. The court references registry checks and a driver's license still listing the property, raising serious compliance concerns. While Miss Tubbs attempts to explain that mail forwarding had been changed, her speech and demeanor prompt the judge to interrupt and directly ask whether she has been drinking. What begins as a routine landlord-tenant matter instantly takes a serious turn when Miss Tubbs admits she consumed alcohol earlier that morning, placing the entire hearing in jeopardy.
Because I've got to determine whether or not you can adequately do this hearing. Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen, I'm going to give you a PBT.
What is that?
Okay, that's a preliminary breath test.
Oh,
Okay?
okay. Okay.
So here's what's going to happen. You're going to go back with Mr. Allen, and there's going to be a PBT. You just need to blow into the machine, and then we're going to see. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Tubbs. Watch your step. Okay, bye-bye. I know. Glad that's what came out of her mouth. All right. You know, there are times in life where I'm just afraid to call another case. just kind of take a pause and you just hope.
Hey,
Are they
they're doing what they do.
okay?
Some people wake up in a number that would send other people to bed.
I know. You know, I was just gonna ask for breakfast, really? I don't think. Off the record? No, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Because
Who's getting that cocoon?
I'm not really sure, but I'm afraid to go back and look. Is Mr. Lloyd, is yours simple? Where'd Lacey go?
Very fast.
That's what Magnus said. And then no. No. Corey Goff.
We heard you.
Oh, holy. Hold on a second. Miss. Okay, Miss Tubbs.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I already know. I was drinking last night too.
Yeah.
I already know what it was gonna be, Miss, Stunson.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let me first ask you this, and then I'll try to see what we're gonna do with your case. How'd you get here?
I got dropped off by my sister.
You didn't drive.
No, I don't drive.
That's probably a good
I
thing.
don't have a license, so I don't drive. I know how to
That doesn't stop everybody,
And I'm
but
getting on the bus when I.
okay, so Mr. Fink, I don't know that I could say I'm going to do this after hearing because she is highly inebriated. She's a 0.224.
What does that mean?
It means you are seriously.
That's probably about 3 sheets to the.
As questioning continues, Miss Tubbs gives vague and conflicting answers about how much she drank, initially claiming only 1 beer before eventually admitting to larger quantities, and drinking as early as 2 or 3 in the morning. The judge calmly but firmly explains that determining her level of sobriety is essential to deciding whether the court can legally proceed. When Miss Tubbs casually minimizes her drinking, the judge orders a preliminary breath test to assess her condition. Court officers escort her out, while the judge remarks on how unpredictable courtrooms can become when personal behavior collides with legal procedure. The atmosphere is tense, underscoring that intoxication during a court appearance is not just inappropriate, but potentially invalidates the entire hearing.
Win. Never mind. You don't know what. Off of 1 beer? No, you had more than 1.
Okay, I played a drinking game too, so that was it. Oh, man, did I say that? I'm sorry. I know play the drinking game.
But that wasn't beer, right?
That was,
You were just talking about beer before.
yeah, I did
You
have
were lying.
a beer at 3 o'clock or something in the morning, but I did play the drinking game the night before.
You
So,
told the truth. And
And
nothing
then,
but
not
the
the
truth,
truth,
but
but
not
I
some
didn't tell
of
the
the truth.
truth, whole truth. Joe Simpson, I didn't tell the whole truth, because I played a drinking game like, I played a drink game.
Your Honor, the efficient thing to do would be to come back on Friday with a regular landlord tenant docket.
Yes, it
But
would.
the kind thing to do would be to maybe come back the next Friday so she can have one more shot at trying to get him to the state police and get it to.
No, but the state police is way out in, right now have
You
transportation.
don't have to go there. Willie Gardner's gotta take care of this, or you're gonna get put out. And everybody's-
Oh, he had to,
Everybody's trying to
believe
save
it.
Tennessee.
I'm just
You need to
walking
get
out.
on the team with us.
oh,
So how about
come on, Mr. Simpson.
26, Your Honor?
Come on, what?
Judge Simpson, I do not need to be paid. I ain't had a permit in 15 years and I finally got my own permit. I know this was a sex offender or none of that stuff.
Okay, so
But when I come back, I'm gonna be
Just
here.
on the regular docket
On
on
the-
26.
on the 26th. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm going to adjourn this, and it's gonna go back to basically a pretrial for September 26th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That's in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I'm gonna drink at 3 a.m. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
okay, I just Miss Tubbs, Miss
I appreciate you, Judge. I really do.
Miss Tubbs.
Since I can't be picked up on first.
I know, but Miss Tubbs, here's okay. I'm giving you basically 10 days to sober up and get that.
Today, I'm not drinking no more today. I promise. I ain't gonna drink no more till the 27th. I'm just saying. I just try to keep my apartment.
I know. So I'm not.
Two grandkids, and
Okay.
they never come to my apartment.
Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. All I need.
31 grandkids, 10 kids, 31 grandkids.
31.
31 grandkids, 10 kids, 5 boys, 5 girls. And they love coming to my apartment, just, they don't live with me, but they just like to come and play.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna adjourn it out to the 26th at 3. Next time you walk into my courtroom, you need to be sober.
Promise. I got a Bible in my purse.
No, let's not do that. All right.
Bible in my purse.
When Miss Tubbs returns, the breath test confirms the judge's concerns, showing extremely high blood alcohol level that leaves no doubt she is legally intoxicated. The judge explains plainly what the number means and rejects her claim that a single beer caused the result. Miss Tubbs contradicts herself again, admitting participation in drinking games the night before, further damaging her credibility. Despite moments of humor and disbelief, the judge remains focused on procedure, emphasizing that no meaningful legal decisions can be made under these circumstances. Prosecutors suggest rescheduling the matter on a regular docket, while acknowledging transportation and logistical difficulties. The court weighs efficiency against fairness, making it clear that leniency has limits.
Give up. Thank you, Judge.
Yep, you take care.
I am.
Okay,
Thank
you
you so much.
go ahead and you just be safe out there, okay?
I'm gonna get on the bus. I've been right. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, we're not. No, we're not laughing at you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. How much you want to bet it's the wrong bus?
Any excuse?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Fink. You know, I'm gonna keep calling cases because it can't get any worse. Field Properties versus Jason Mitchell.
What we just observed in this hearing is a textbook example of how courtroom proceedings can get unexpectedly personal, chaotic, and, frankly, dramatic. Let's unpack this step by step. First, the central issue revolves around a landlord-tenant dispute involving Miss Tubbs and Mr. Gardner. The case isn't just about who pays rent or who stays where. It touches on compliance with legal obligations, including the verification of residence in relation to the sex offender registry. This is a critical point, because the registry itself has legal weight, influencing not only the decisions of the court, but also the safety of the community. Ms. Tubbs's testimony shows that she has been consuming alcohol in the hours leading up to the hearing, which immediately raises concerns about her capacity to engage in a legal proceeding responsibly. The judge's decision to administer a preliminary breath test, or PBT, reflects a standard protocol to ensure that any statements or decisions made during the hearing are legally valid. This is a classic instance of the court balancing fairness with procedure, ensuring the hearing can move forward without compromising due process. What's particularly noteworthy here is the way the court navigates human behavior while maintaining legal authority. The interaction over beer consumption, which started early in the morning, could easily have undermined the proceedings. Yet the judge carefully manages the situation, allowing Miss Tubbs a limited window to comply, but also making clear that further tolerance has limits. This balancing act is critical in courtroom settings. Judges are not just arbiters of law, they are facilitators of procedure, ensuring that the courtroom functions despite irregularities. Now, from a legal insight perspective, the discussion about the sex offender registry and driver's license at her address adds a layer of complexity. The court acknowledges that while a record check has been conducted, it does not confirm current compliance, leaving the responsibility squarely on the parties involved. This highlights an essential takeaway. In disputes involving safety or legal compliance, courts rely on verified documentation, but ultimate responsibility often remains with individuals to ensure the law is followed. Emotionally and theatrically, this hearing is a masterclass in courtroom dynamics. The judge's reactions, ranging from controlled frustration to subtle humor, keep the tension high without undermining authority. The back and forth about drinking, transportation, and adherence to deadlines humanizes the proceedings, showing the audience that the law interacts with real people, not just abstract rules. Observers are left asking, how much personal behavior should influence legal outcomes, and at what point does leniency become negligence? Finally, let's look at the resolution. The court adjourns the case to September 26th, giving Ms. Tubbs time to sober up and comply with the required procedures. This is a practical decision balancing legal necessity with human reality. The judge explicitly sets expectations for sobriety and readiness next time, underscoring that accountability is non-negotiable, even in the face of personal circumstances. So, what are the key takeaways? First, legal compliance is paramount, even when personal circumstances interfere. Second, courts must carefully manage human behavior to uphold procedure without overstepping authority. Third, the spectacle of human error, combined with strict legal oversight, can make even routine landlord-tenant cases compelling drama for observers. If you found this case as shocking and unpredictable as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Each hearing teaches us something about law, procedure, and human behavior, and you won't want to miss the next one.
Ultimately, the judge decides to adjourn the case, setting a firm future date and time while issuing a clear warning that sobriety is non-negotiable for any future appearance. Miss Tubbs pleads emotionally, explaining her desire to keep her apartment and describing her family and grandchildren, promising to stop drinking immediately. The judge listens but draws a firm boundary, stressing that promises mean nothing without action. The court grants her limited time to resolve the compliance issues, makes clear that responsibility lies squarely with her, and reminds her that next time there will be no tolerance for arriving impaired. As the case concludes, the courtroom moves on, leaving behind a vivid example of how personal choices can instantly derail legal proceedings and place one's future at risk.